Hello everyone, it is Foul Play here, back for another Modern League, and we're going to continue playing around looking for ways to interact with main deck and Snaring Bridge in Game 1. So what I've brought to you last time was Descender's Deliverance, a 2-mana instant which destroys an artifact and can cycle. Today I'm going to be testing out Oblivion Ring. So for 3 mana, it enters the battlefield, exile another target non-land permanent, and when it leaves the battlefield, return that exiled card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Last video also, let me just adjust my height a little bit there. Last video I also removed a Force of Vigor. Removed the third Force of Vigor going down to 2 to add the 4th Path to Exile. So I didn't really like that, and I've just reset it and gone back to how it normally is, so 3 and 3 for everything in my sideboard there. I figured 2 main deck hate pieces was probably going a little bit too deep, even if they do cycle. So I just removed that, added back in the second cartouche of Solidarity. So I'll just go through my main deck numbers here real quick. So we've got the 8 hexproof creatures, the 3 core spirit dancers. We've got 4 elves for ethereal armor and rancor. Then I've got 3 elves for Griffspoon and Hyena Umbra. 2 elves for cartouche of Solidarity, Sentinel's Eyes, and Spider Umbra, and then the 4 Daybreak Coronets, Leyline, and that Oblivion Ring we talked about a moment ago. So I'm pretty excited about this. Gonna be pretty keen to get into a league here. Only other thing to point out with Oblivion Ring being at 3 mana, I sort of did that intentionally, because if you verse like an Eldrazi Tron deck, they might Chalice on 1, then Chalice on 2. So I didn't want a spell that cost 2 mana. I wanted to get a 3 mana cost spell to take care of that Ensnaring Bridge, maybe a Chalice, whatever it might be. And then post board we can just look for Force of Negation to do the job way more efficiently. It's just not as versatile to have Force in the main deck, is it? Alright, so we'll get into a league now, guys. And yep, we'll go with that one. That is the correct deck. And found a match pretty much straight away. So, alright. So we lost the die roll. We've got a Leyline hand, which is looking pretty strong at the moment. I'm going to keep this one. Pretty excited for this. Seems good to me. We are versing I'm Prompt 3. Okay. Maybe someone more into computers than I will understand what that sort of means. Maybe there's a little bit of a hidden meaning or something. I don't know. I don't get it. Alright, get that Leyline out there. Opponent has mulligan to 6. Okay. Oh, basic mountain. Ether Vial. So it looks like Goblins. Leyline hand against Goblins is going to be really strong. And we draw the Rancor as well. Well, that's really good. We should have a pretty good time smashing creatures against them now. It's going to make it very difficult for them to chump block. And if they chump block to stop us and sack to stop us from gaining life, we can just trample the damage over and it's all good. So that will disable that line for our opponent. Excuse me. Alright, so Polluted Delta. Is it something other than Goblins, or is it just a budget land base for the Goblins deck? Blood Crypt, okay. Yeah, Mog War Marshal, so that's fine. Definitely not concerned about that at all. Oh wow, and we draw the Daybreak. Well, this game we just had it all, didn't we? Holy moly. Definitely a fan of that. So we get a nice attack for 6 here. Next turn, what, attacking for 11? It's pretty strong. No, attacking for 12 next turn. Yeah, so they get to fog 1 point of damage here pretty freely. Get that token out. Just dodge their own echo effect, and yep. when we're in a position like this, we don't really have too much to be worried about because goblins can't interact with our enchantments. It's not in their color pool. So yeah, basically, we're looking at post board, being aware that they can combo, and being aware that Thoughtseize can disrupt us, and that's about it. Alright, so we'll take a couple of points of damage, and I think our opponent knows what's coming deep down inside, right? Sure, this will prompt the concession. Well, maybe not just yet. But we are now attacking for lethal. We do have trample, so they can't even stall us out and go wide. So yep, we are real good here. Game 1 under control. Yep. Alright, so they don't even feel like showing us whatever the card was. Which I guess makes enough sense. So we're going to want these Path to Exile. Suppression Field's not too bad either. It might be a bit of an overboard though. Core Spirit Dancer is going to be pretty gosh darn weak. Because it just dies to Munitions Expert. And Force of Vigor feels a little bit unnecessary to me as well. I think Oblivion Ring might be a little bit too narrow. I think I like the idea of Path and I like the idea of Suppression Field. And we got to trim on something here. They can bring in Blood Moon as well. I don't think I'm going to sideboard around Blood Moon. Might just remove a Spider Umbra there. Alright, let's go with that. We're on the draw. Removing a land's not going to be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, Core Spirit Dancer seems like especially bad on the on the draw. It might be okay if they somehow swept the board and then you could like go back in on Core Spirit Dancer with a Hyena Umbra or something, but that's pretty situational and would be assuming that a Goblins deck is sideboarding in Anger of the Gods, which I don't think is the most likely thing in the world. Alright, so no creature, no leyline. We got to throw this one. The paths look nice, but it's about all they're doing. Double leyline. Well, the deck can beat us on beatdown. We do have... Well, we're looking for creature and land. That's not even worth considering. Goodness gracious. I get I took out my cores, but this is a little bit ridiculous. Opponents also mulligan to 5. I need to enable that border, actually. Forgot to do that before. Okay, make the stream look slightly prettier. So opponent has kept 5. I mean, we don't have a creature. I guess we could treat any fetch land as a creature, but then still pretty loose. Alright, let's go down again. Down to 4. Alright, cool. We got a keepable hand, so we'll keep this. We don't need the path because we've got the leyline right. Do I just keep the Daybreak and hope? Alright, we're full of 1 mana enchantments, right? Let's go with this. We're on the draw as well. We get to see that extra card. Old turn 1 Aethervar. You got it, opponent. You got it. Well, we're sort of starting to get there. I don't mind playing the forest here because I'm not going to get locked up out of playing double white auras on my second turn, right? So we'll save ourselves a point of damage there. So really looking for an aura this next turn. Alright, we are slowly getting there. Is munitions expert flying? And is it flash? Let me just look that up real quick. It's flash, but it's not flying? Okay. Be a little bit scary if goblins started flying. Alright, so in for 2 points of damage. Our opponent's done nothing so far. They didn't even vial in the mana dock, Skurg Prospector. I guess we just attack for 2 again. We've now got some interaction. I'm not sure what they kept. Maybe it was just discard and they were hoping to draw creatures. Conspicuous Snoop, end step. Munitions expert? Well, I don't care about munitions expert. They can't target us and they can't target our creatures, so that's just going to be an unresolved ability there. Feeling good about Hexproof right now. Alright, what's the play now, opponent? What is the play? Something that's 4 mana, it looks like. Ringleader? Sure, whatever. Not hugely scared about that one. Wow, they blanked a fair bit there. They've got Chalice of the Void as well. That's a big yikes. Guess it's a reasonable card when they've got Cavern. They might run into a lot of 1 mana removal. Alright, so we now get Vigilance, extra point of damage on the board. They ticked their Vial up to V3 there as well, so they couldn't even get the value off of Conspicuous Snoop. They might be ramping to like a Cranko mob boss or something. That'd be the scariest thing, but if we can find land, it shouldn't matter. Hopefully. If not, I guess we can just path it after, you know, during our next turn. Double black. Chalice on 1. Feels like a Chalice on 1. Yeah. Alright. So, path offline. We just need to see that white mana source and we're good to go. I think my opponent should probably be more concerned about Chalice on 2, which I had the mana to do, because Daybreak Coronet just wins me the game. If I don't have the lifelink, they still have a chance. So I think that was a little bit of a poor decision from my opponent. They're not going to get punished from it just yet, though. You can get a big combo going with Conspicuous Snoop and Bogat Harbinger, but I mean, well, they can get 2 goblins to the top of their library, I suppose. They can't combo us because their combo requires them to target us to deal damage to us, and they can't do that. Doesn't mean they don't have something like Cranko Mob Boss. Munitions Expert is pretty bad for them right now. They've kept Ether Vial on 4, which might be another Ringleader, or is Cranko 4 or 5 mana? I forget. I don't think it's going to be hugely important. Sure. Oh wait, they can't get 2 activations out of Harbinger because they don't have Kiki Jiki, right? If they put Kiki Jiki on top here, they can... That doesn't do anything but get you another card. So I assume they're not going to use the activation. If they start doing this, I might just type to them that they can't get me with Sling Gang. Okay. Alright, so we don't even really need to worry about what they're going to try and do here. We can just attack for 6 in the air and kill them in 2 turns. Also, we can't cast Path because Chalice is on 1, so that would have been a bit of a punt if I'd have done that. Yeah, look, we'll just go and get in for 6, and I mean they need to somehow block our flying creature next turn, or it's going to be curtains. So, I mean, I'll just save my opponent the embarrassment and the time here, and maybe myself the time as well. Yeah, I might as well pause this because nothing's going to happen. Alright, never mind. They did this in my end step, and they're going to have the tokens until the beginning of the next end step, so they're just going to try and attack for like 80 or something and kill me. So that's fine. We'll bring our land back in, which is going to be good. They've got Chalice. I don't think I'm too concerned about that. I might want the Oblivion Ring back in as well, though. Might take out another Spider Umbra and maybe a Cartouche. I mean, we've got like a lot of removal here now. Maybe Oblivion Ring's too wide. Alright, let's leave in the Cartouche. Alright. Dried Arbor Hand does not seem good. Man, we keep it. We desperately searching for a second mana source here, though. Yeah. Oh, this is so dumb. Why'd I click on Bogle? They've got that creature that has protection from blue. Alright. So we missed land this turn. Hopefully we get it next turn. Maybe I should have just played Scout and not risk the blowout. Pile Driver, I think it is. Goblin Pile Driver. Chalice on 1? Don't you freaking dare. Oh my god. So you got 4 Chalice in the sideboard or something. It feels like I'm versing Eldrazi-tron. Holy smokes. Alright, let's put this one in the graveyard because we might as well. Get settled in for the long game. They do have the Conspicuous Snoop. What's on top? Blood Crypt. Okay, that's a bit of a dead one. Alright, we draw the land. Surely that's a win. Surely. Alright, we get in for 7, put them to 7. Assuming they don't block, which they don't. And I think we're looking pretty good now. Oh, that's a big yikes. Are you kidding me? They get to do the Kiki Jiki line again. Wait, no, they can't. Alright, so I'm not sure if they can actually do anything here. I think maybe if they copy the Snoop, block with the copy, make another copy of the Snoop, and then just like make a million copies of Kiki Jiki, of Conspicuous Snoop, they in my end step, I think they can do it that way. So if they think about it right, they'll make a copy and then block with the copy. Okay. Okay. So we're not dead just yet. So they can make a lot of copies. I'm just going to let them make copies because I don't think I'm dead yet. So this might get a bit boring, so I'm going to pause. So yeah, I guess the Bogat Harbinger was kind of redundant there, so it didn't even matter that they blocked with it. I'm not sure why he's... Oh, good. So dumb. Alright, so that's a whole bunch of tokens that are about to come at my face. Damn. Wow. Oh, this whole thing is just frozen up horribly. Wow, what is going on? It won't even register what I'm typing to my opponent. Alright. So, we're getting attacked for a lot here. And we are well and truly dead. I wonder if I can type anything now. Alright, looks like they have got the very convincing win here. Quite an impressive showing for the Goblins deck there. Getting past Leyline and my Bogle. Wait, my Bogle died? What happened? No, it's just disappeared. Oh, it's over here. I found him. It's alright. Alright, so bit of a rough one there. Let's get on to round 2. Sort of sucks. Like, Chalice on 1 did genuinely win in that second game there. Because it disabled my Grixus Spoon, which would have given me the lethal attack. Like in the air instead of him just jump blocking. So that sort of sucks. What would have been really good though would have just been drawing my suppression field, so they wouldn't have been able to do that. They would have been able to pay for like a chump blocker each turn. Oh, actually no, because they draw Kiki Jiki, but then I guess they can cast Kiki Jiki, and if they have, or tick Vial up to play. I don't think they had Vial; they just had Chalice in that second game, but tick Vial up to play Kiki Jiki, something like that. I don't know. Funky deck. Goblins is strong, as you just saw. A lot of broken things that Conspicuous Snoop can do. All right, let's get into round 2 here now. Okay, so this isn't really keepable at all. We'll just throw this one. Alright, we'll keep this one. We're on the draw. I think we stitch the Hyena Umbra here. Hope we're not against something that's going to verdict us. Yes, I did look up a few deck lists for the Goblins as well. And as it turned out, some of the Goblins decks ran Chalice in the sideboard. I looked up 5 lists and like 1 ran Chalice, 1 Dampening Spear, 1 ran Blood Moon as like 3 ofs. So I guess it's just a bit of flexibility in their sideboard as opposed in like accordance with what they want or need. Alright, so that's a pretty dead draw. Let's get our first one down though. Pass the turn. So Serum Visions did a bottom top, and then we took our turn. Now we're back to them. We'll see what they do with this turn. I wonder if they've got like a remand or something. Alright, what happens with this Ethereal Armor? Alright, we'll attack for 3. I don't want to put cards in my graveyard unnecessarily here. If my opponent has Drown in the Lock, they'll be able to start countering my auras, so we don't want to have that happen. Watery Grave Shock, so it looks like a shadow deck. It's a 5/5, and now they have Stubborn Denial live, which is frustrating. Well, if we draw Grixus Boon, we might be good. Just kill them over 2 turns. Do I just play triple creature pass? If I cast Daybreak Coroner and they counter it, they then have free reign to attack me for 5. It almost feels like they have 2 Stubborn Denials because they played 2 Watery Graves. Alright. Let's just slow this game down a bit. Drawing all our creatures is not swell. Oh my god, why does this message keep popping up? Go away. What a pain. We might draw into our 1 of Oblivion Stone and take the Death Shadow that way. I'm sure it will get countered, but use that to make way for Daybreak or vice versa. Alright, well, I'm just gonna chump block with the Dryad Arbor here. If they give me that option, I'm happy taking it. Like, it only makes me worse against Drown the Lock, which, like, as long as I don't put a second card in the graveyard, they're not going to be doing that. Alright, Gurmag Angler. Well, that's absolutely fine by me. Wow. Was that the get that punished just then? Holy moly. So I can attack and put my opponent to 1 and then attack wide next turn. If I put them to 1, this goes to a 12/12. We go to 27 life. And yeah. And Team of Battle Rage isn't going to be enough. So we'll attack wide. They'll be forced to chump block the big scout. Gurmag will be off the table. They'll take 2 damage. We'll gain 7 life. The next turn, we'll see what they can do. They shouldn't be able to kill us this turn, though. If we draw a land, we can cast Oblivion Ring, which would be kind of funny. Cycle Street Wraith. I mean, even with Battle Rage, it's still only 18 damage. Serum Visions. Well, they got to be getting desperate now. They must have just drawn that up for the Street Wraith, or else they would have done Serum Visions before the Street Wraith. Otherwise, that sequencing just doesn't make sense. See what they do with their scries here. 2 cards on the bottom. I like to see that. That sounds good to me. They now have the bigger creature, though. Alright, well, I'm just going to take 9, obviously. Looks like they might have found the second Death Shadow. Again, or else their attack doesn't make sense. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll just do our bad path and call it a win. Bad path and get a win. Alright. Good job, guys. We got there. Alright, so Death Shadow. So we're definitely going to want these paths. It's Grixus. And we saw they have Jace Vryn's Prodigy. So I feel like we might want 2 core spirit dancers, but also like what else could we possibly take out if not for core? Rest in Peace doesn't seem that appealing to me in this matchup. I like the idea of my Umbras. I will expect some number of Plague Engineer to come in. Griffspoon, I need it because it's flying, and flying's really good against Shadow decks. I think I just take out all the copies of my core Spirit Dancers for my Path to Exiles there, and then that will do sideboard-wise. No need to go too overboard or anything, or too greedy, and trim my auras down. Seems very, very silly. Alright, so opponent's going to be on the play of this game. This is not a keep at all. Opponent's kept a 7 as well, which sucks. This will be a keep, but it's pretty bad against turn 1 Thoughtseers. Not much I can do about that though, so I'll just play into it. I can't mull to a Bogle and Leyline and land and aura hand, like... Wouldn't that just be the perfect world? We've got game 3 anyway, where we can afford to not have Leyline in our opener. Alright, turn 1 Serum Visions. We're good. Coast is clear. I love those 1% of games where they just don't have it. Actually makes me so freaking happy. Alright, so we're going to get our Bogle out. Pass the turn. So I guess we also have to be a little bit worried about like Anger of the Gods, Liliana of the Veil. Fortunately, we do have the Cartouche in hand, so we can play around Liliana. Alright, let's lead on Cartouche Solidarity. Alright, they're going to counter that one with a Stubborn Denial. Sure. And now I think I'm just going to cast the Slippery Bogle, attack for 1. They might have a second Stubborn Denial here. I don't want to play into the second one. Because my auras will be like very weak if I play into another one there. I should have played the land first and then played around it. So that was a bit silly. But just getting for that 1 point of damage, that'll be enough for now. We got Path to deal with their future Death Shadow. Although they don't shock in Watery Graves, so that hopefully means good things for us. Hopefully no Plague Engineer. Alright, Jacepherin's Prodigy is fine. I'm not sure that that's the card our opponent wants against us. Like, does it do anything? Like, maybe they want it in a control matchup or a Jund matchup, like something attrition based, but it seems kind of poor in this matchup. Alright, let's get out our Windswept Heath. I kind of want to hold that up in case they Plague Engineer and kill my creatures. Then I have a Dryad Arbor to go in on. But yeah, very aura light hand here, and we're drawing a lot of land at the moment. We'll just leave this uncracked. It doesn't need to get cracked. Alright, well that's a really bad draw. Alright, let's attack for 4 again. That's a big yikes. Well, we have to top this. We can't just, like, bottom the aura. That's just way too bad. Just get in for that 1 point of damage. Next turn, hopefully it's 3. We have got the path for our opponent. Yep. They've got a Dismember now in the graveyard. So they can get back like a Serum Visions or something here. Which doesn't seem too amazing. Dismember doesn't do anything here. Stubborn Denial doesn't do anything here. Not if we play around it. So yeah, they're just going for the Serum Visions. Ether Gust, like they can do it during their turn next turn, but we can also just attack and kill Jace. Alright, they've got another Jace Prodigy. And we don't want to crack this Windswept Teeth because we'll shuffle away our Rancor. Okay. Well, I feel like we just attack everything at our opponent here. And ignore the Jace. Like, they're only on 6. So we'll deal 3 to him here and 3 to him next turn. And if he blocks the way I assume he's going to block, which is he'll block the Trampler next turn, we just path the blocker and trample the damage. Alright, we'll play out this useless Dryad Arbor. If they want to spend a turn getting Dismember from the grave and potentially taking life, they can. Sure. Alright, let's go ahead and attack with these creatures here. Let's fetch this fetch land. I don't want to shuffle away Rancor. So second Ether Gust. Let's just remove this. No, that's got to be loose. Let's let this happen. We'll top it again. Opponent's living on borrowed time a lot here. Right, so they're going to exile that Jace as well, and now they have Legend Rule. Alright, they must be in desperation mode if that's their move. Alright, cool. We get the win. Grixus Shadow. Keeping a Jace hand, which, yeah, just didn't really do anything against us. Maybe it would have been good if we had a core Spirit Dancer, but, you know, that wasn't what we had. We boarded those out. Alright, so here we are up against John 1111. Looks like we lost the die roll. Create step trigger, only opponents. What the hell is that? Mulligan this hand. If I hide my camera up here, create step trigger, only opponents. I'm not sure what that's all about. Seems very odd. Alright, so we'll keep this hand. This hand looks swell. We'll bottom a Horizon Canopy. Keep the rest. and wait. Opponent chose not to play first. Is this 8 rack? Okay. Well, we're in a lot of trouble if it's 8 rack, because Smallpox a good card against us. Alright, let's pray we draw our Cartouche of Solidarity so we can play around Smallpox. So probably just take, I guess, Umbra here. Maybe Daybreak, I don't know. This is like a horrendous matchup. Smallpox doesn't even target either. Fuck. I don't know if we're going to get there this game. I don't think I've ever won a match, not even a friendly, that I've been jamming against this deck. Maybe if we were packing Mana Tithe, we'd be able to do it, but like... Yep, there it is, ladies and gents. There it is. And with that, that clean move my opponent did, we're in a lot of trouble. This is why I said we're pretty burned. Alright, I'm just going to concede. We know what they're about. We're not getting out of this one. They had the card called Smallpox in their hands, so we're just screwed. Oblivion Stone seems expensive and pointless. Path is pointless. Force of Vigor is decent because it gets their 8 rack enchantments and artifacts. Suppression Field's going to do nothing. Gadok Teague's going to do nothing. Is an extra creature. Rest in Peace can stop their Raven's Crime. That doesn't seem good enough though. I think we minus a core. Minus a Griff Spoon and submit the deck. Yeah, this one's this is going to be a quick and painful one. So, if they have Fatal Push and they would have left in some number of copies, then we just insta-lose this. I think Force of Vigor is sort of a dead card in the hand anyway, so a mulligan to 6 to see an actual creature is probably not a bad thing. Alright, well, my deck hates me. He's begun with 7. Look, let's keep it. We'll bottom the forest. Get our ley line out there to protect our board, and maybe we draw an armor effect. It's like really bad for us though. I think we just lose. I don't even know what combination of cards would let us win this matchup. Like, it just seems horrible all around. Every last aspect of it. Well, that's not bad. And it's not bad enough for me to want to play it instead of doing anything else. So let's do that and pass. Hope they don't have Fatal Push again. Still the game plan. Alright, no Fatal Push. So now if they Smallpox, we lose both our lands. We'll still have a Core Spirit Dancer. Ratchet Bomb. Okay. We might have a game here. Alright, let's tap that for green. Put this on core. Make sure I do this right. Although I should have cracked this fetch land first. Let's take some damage. Get our Daybreak out. Attack for 8. Gain 8. Alright, he's conceded. Cool, we got there. Alright. Ratchet Bomb. I think we just run the same list. Alright, give me a capable 7, please. Card disadvantage in this matchup is really bad. Alright, we keep this, but we lose to discard. Opponent's chosen not to play first, so we're happy. Alright, I'll keep this all day. So we don't even have to worry about discard here. We just jam our hand and attack and hope they don't have smallpox. Yeah, cool. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Alright, goodbye and ethereal armor. Alright, goodbye daybreak, I suppose. That could only be a good draw. Alright, we get to play around smallpox now. So the fact I can play around smallpox, I will. I probably should have played the Horizon Canopy there and taken the point of damage instead of losing it to a smallpox discard. Alright, fear my attack for 2 and what is next turn an attack for 3 through discard. Alright, target player discards a card. Retrace is if they discard a land card, so I guess I just discard my Horizon Canopy. Yep, sure. Alright, we're in top deck mode, ladies and gents. Alright, asking you shall receive. Pretty good draws so far. Let's keep adding this power to the board. No Bontus. No Bontus. Don't you dare. Alright, that's fine. Whew. Alright, ignore Liliana, attack them, draw anything relevant and kill them next turn. Assuming they don't have smallpox in hand. If they have smallpox in hand, we lose. So, Ethereal Armor, Rancor, or Daybreak Coronet will get us the win. Good games. Seems super fair. Oh, goodness gracious. Summoning Sickness? Forgot about that one. They're just like Summoning Sickness for swagger or something. I don't know. So our out could be draw fetch land, get Dryad Arbor, attack and kill Liliana. Although it's not even going to be an attack and kill now. If they leave Mutavault back to chump block, then we're in trouble. How different this game would have been if we had Leyline in our starting hand. Ravenscrabs would have done nothing. Thoughtseize would have done nothing. Liliana Minus would have done nothing. Now we're just slowly getting beaten down for 2 each turn. We need a top deck another creature here. Or a fetch land to take out Liliana. Why do I even need to select it? I don't have any cards in hand. I don't have any other creatures on the board. Just get rid of it. I've 6. Just get rid of the damn creature. Alright. But it's getting there slowly. One of our 5 fetch lands was not in the heart of the cards for us to draw. They're leaving cards in hand and not plussing Liliana. That can't be good. Wonder if he's going to name Dryad here or Bogle or Elf. Okay. Well, man, oh man, how I wish I could have punished him there. Alright, they've got the combo. We are screwed. Slow, painful deaths. Don't normally run into this deck much online. Well, a little bit too little too late, really. Like, Shrieking Affliction's a good card. No, not Shrieking Affliction, the other one. Smallpox is a bloody good card against us. Like, that's all that anyone could have learnt from that game. Smallpox is a bloody good card against us. I don't think that's new news to anyone. Oh well. It happens, I suppose. I didn't expect to win that matchup. But yeah, it was close. Triple Bogle hand, no toughness. I mean, it's a keep, but I'm going to want to see land into some first strike or something. The upside of this hand is like really high. Into a lot of different matchups. So Leyline's a strong card. We got our evasiveness. We got a hexproof creature. Like, pretty much land is the big thing we're missing, but first strike would be nice too. At least Rancor deals 2 damage. It's pretty relevant. So Griffspoon, alright. So let's get in for 3 points of damage, unless they force it. Okay, no force, excellent. Force the Griffspoon. I don't care about the Griffspoon. Leave my Rancor be. Opponents in discard step. Please don't tell me this is discarding a Gristlebrand. Alright, alright. It's the blue-red Prowess deck. Alright, we're fine. We got this. Alright, opponents conceded. So Burst Lightning was all I needed to see to know what I'm versing. We want our discard. Sorry, we want our creature removal. Core Spirit Dance is pretty bad here because it dies. Maybe like 1 or 2 is okay to go back in on later on. Griffspoon loses value because they have flying creatures. Rest in Peace affects their Bedlam Reveler and their Lava Dart, and that's 8 cards in their list. No, I think Bedlam Revelers are 2 of, so that's 6 cards in their list. Like, that's kind of good. It's probably better than Core Spirit Dancer, to be honest. So, like, 2 Rest in Peace. Alright, let's go with that. So 3 core, Griffspoon, Oblivion Stone out. This deck also sideboards in Spell Pierce, so you need to be aware of that. This hand's just not good enough. Like, even if I could guarantee getting Ethereal Armor on my Dryad Arbor, if they have Soulscour Mage, we're in a really bad spot. And they can just Gut Shot for 0 mana as well. Even if they're tapped out, they just have Gut Shot. God damn it. Alright, down to 5. Alright, this one looks good. We'll keep this. Although, wait, that's not a forest at all. Okay. Bottom Rancor, bottom Dryad Arbor. Hope to draw land and look like a genius. Yeah, I think this was a mull as well, but I think that's my best decision after doing a bad keep. Like, Leyline's strong in the matchup. We're just basically bracing for a land, and if we dodge counter magic, we resolve our lifelink, and we pretty much win from that. Alright. Alright. Cool. Now they do have 3 mana Kozilek's Return. I think it's deal 2 damage to all creatures, which we'll want to try and play around if we can, which we also probably can't play around. Kozilek's Return. Yeah, okay. Alright, great, great. We got Sentinel's Eyes. Cool. Happy about that. So my opponent attacks here. We're not blocking. Let's get in for 3. Seems really strong. Oh, they missed a land as well. Okay. Too busy thinking about things to realize they missed a land drop. We're not blocking because they can just pump their creatures with mutagenic growth, with gut shot, with, you know, all the crap. Alright, so let's attempt a Daybreak. It could get countered. Got the Spell Pierce opponent. Make him have it. Alright, they got the Spell Pierce. Rats. Alright, let's get in for 3. We don't need a block yet. We'll just take 2 damage. That's fine by me. Sentinel's Eyes next turn. Attack for 4. Looks like they're thinking about pumping their creatures up a bit. Alright, here comes the Lava Dart. Getting us some damage while they can. So each of these... Well, they're not going to sack their creatures, right? So, alright. So now we can pretty safely chump block next turn. We get to attack for 5 both turns. Seems fine to me. This is a big enough chump blocker that I'm willing to chump block. We have also got 2 instances of Totem Armor and First Strike. So even if we are forced to activate Totem Armor, we don't lose our First Strike. Seems really good. Alright, we'll get this Soul Scour Mage off the board. Do your worst, opponent. Mutagenic growth, sure, whatever. If you want to, like, put that on your Monastery Swift Spear, dude. You're just trading for a Totem Armor. You're not killing my creature. You've wasted 2 points of damage. That can't be right. I could be on 3 right now. Alright, opponents conceded after that because they forgot Totem Armor exists, which is just as well. Cycle Canopy, yep, not get much. Alright. So getting, limping through with the 2-0 there against blue-red Prowess. It's a cool looking deck. Fortunately for us, I think we're better placed against it than normal Prowess. Because they have more creatures, which I think makes them better against, like, removal-based decks. It has, like, a bit more distance than what the normal Prowess decks do. But yeah, it has... God, what's that creature called? They do Metamorphose into, like, the 5-mana creature that only costs 2 after they cast an instant. And then they play a 2-mana 3/3 Prowess Flying that scries for 2 when it enters. This person looks... Well, the icon's familiar. I don't recognize the name. Junghans? Okay. We're on the play. I can't keep this, can I? Let's throw it. Because Dried Arbor sucks ass. Alright, we'll keep this one. Although... This hand isn't much better, to be honest. We'll keep it bottom of ley line. Hope to draw some white mana and some auras. I don't know. Maybe this is just a bad keep and I go to 5. I'm on the play, right? Let's go, Bogle. Let's go. Yeah, I think the play was Mulder 5 here. This seems pretty bad. Nice uncastable Hyena Umbra there. Does that not make you nervous? Alright, let's get in for 3, pass the turn. Get blown out by like mutagenic growth or something, that would suck. That'd be the next level. Okay. Okay. Alright, it's hardened scale, so that's what they're doing. Gotcha. Oh my god, stop it, deck. It's not funny. I say as I laugh quite a bit. This is not funny, deck. Well, fortunately for us, our opponent can't combo our face. So they can't instantly kill us. They can kill us in like the following turn or something if they get Viscerous and all of that rubbish going. See what you do, opponent. Let's see what you do. So we all know I'm not applying pressure here at all. Despite my opponent being on 11, I'm not really applying any pressure whatsoever here. This feels like a Court of Calling is going to happen. Alright, keep a bad hand, get punished. That's the moral of the story here today. Let's attack for 5. They're going to cord for 2, I assume. Collected Company, get Helliod, get Captain Ranger of Eos. Aye, aye, aye. Alright, what are they getting for 1 mana here? Walking Ballista, great. Is that the combo? Well, they can't deal infinite damage to us. They can make an incrementally large Walking Ballista though and kill us in the turn afterwards. Yeah, look, this is a terrible keep, and we're versing Helliod combo. Alright. I don't know, man. I don't know. So, Walking Ballista comes in with 2. They can shoot our Dryad Arbor. Yeah, so it's got lifelink, but I mean, unless they're planning on killing themselves, which doesn't seem good, they shoot Dryad Arbor, and then they can just have Walking Ballista shoot itself a bunch of times until it's really massive. Opponent's just seen Leyline. I don't think it matters. I think they can just keep targeting it, make like a 20-20 and attack for lethal next turn. Yeah, I don't think it matters, man. I think we're just dead. What are they targeting themselves? Yeah. So they're just making a giant creature and we're just screwed here. There's like no point. It's just like it's like a longer we lose, but we still lose. And there's the white mana finally. Would have been a swell a couple of turns ago. Alright, so we're gonna want these Force of Vigors. Gadok Tig shuts off some of their deck, but probably not enough. Suppression Field is excellent. We really want those. We want Path. Maybe Path. Maybe Path is overboard. Although they have like Spell Skite as well, right? I think Oblivion Ring's probably overboard. Two Path is probably fine. Can't. They're not winning fair, right? Cut some Daybreaks. Cut a Gristburn. Alright, sure, whatever. That'll do. Yes, I think they're just dealing damage to themselves, but simultaneously to them dealing themselves damage with Walking Ballista, they were gaining life, so their life total wasn't decreasing. So they're just staying at a nice healthy 10. They were at 9, they killed the Dryadol, but went up to 10. And then they were just making that creature big. And obviously we couldn't do anything about it. It was really bad keep from me. So I deserve to lose there. Cool, we'll keep this one. I'll snap this one. Time for the old suppression session, ladies and gents. Activated ability decks hate this card. Just trying to do one of those like clickbait titles. Yeah. I'll tell myself I nailed it, but I probably didn't. Alright, let's get this one down. Oh no, he didn't just yield to end step? What is this? This is rubbish. Alright. Fighting the good fight, team. Fighting the good fight. Pray they only have fetch lands in hand. What you got, opponent? What you got? Damn it. Alright, 2 mana something. Visitors here. What is this? Oh, okay. Sure. Well, that seems good too. So just make a bigger dude and attack and play a scout. Alright, coming at you, Helliod combo. We are coming at you. Galvany Township. Yep. What else have you got to cast here? I mean, on curve, Night of Autumn would destroy Suppression Field. Then we can just play our next Suppression Field and continue what we're doing. They're tapping double green. Spike Feeder. Yikes. That's a big yikes. It's their stupid gain infinite life combo. That they do. So we can sack Windswept Heath, pay 2 mana, thin our deck, cast our other suppression field, and then our creature grows by 1 power because we played a suppression field. So, and we have Ethereal Armor. So, double suppression session now. You're going to have to pay 4 mana for every activated ability they want to do. Attack for those juicy 7 points of damage, and hopefully this is game. Verdant Catacombs. That's not going to count for too much mana-wise. Captain Ranger of Eos is a good chump blocker. That's about all it's going to do. You can get their Walking Ballista, but that's not the scariest thing either, so... Not with Suppression Session on board. Oh, yeah. Alright. Go for it. Let's get in for 7. They've got 3, 6, 8 toughness. I mean, yeah. We'll attack for 7. I guess they chump block with 2 things. Jump block with 3 things? Right. So we can kill 2. And Captain Ranger of Eos is probably the least scary creature and won't kill our Bogle. So we'll just go with that. You can gain 2 life. That's fine. Alright, getting ready for that attack wide. Cool. So we get their game 2. Suppression session OP. You know what? Let's bring this path in. It seems bad not having it in there. We can probably trim on some core spirit dancers when we're on the draw here. Is Oblivion Ring necessary? I mean, it can answer Helliod. Alright, let's bring in Oblivion Ring. We'll take out Core. Whatever, that'll do. Let's go with that. Oh, no creature. We throw this one. Opponent's keeping a 7. Alright, visible eye roll. Well, this is freaking garbage. Let's keep it. I mean, I don't think we can afford to mulligan again. Mulligan to 4? Like, that doesn't seem good. Let's ditch these Horizon Canopies. I don't think we're winning the game on a mull to 4. So hopefully Suppression Field plus Oblivion Ring are really good and we draw a creature. That's all I can say. Big benefit to playing hate cards. Yes, they can be very good. So opponent has Manadork out on the board. What are they doing now? Do remember they can like just tutor for a spell sky as well. Off of Court of Calling, Collect Company is not quite a tutor, but it's a search. Makes them enter. Going for 3 mana, Spike Feeder. Well, this will stop their Helliod combo. Jamming the Suppression Field here, so that's something. We also haven't drawn a mana yet, so it's going to be real awkward when we draw our fetch land next turn and have to spend an entire turn activating it on the back of no creatures. Opponent's now got access to 4 mana. Alright, we're taking 3. We are taking 3. We have some auras to load up on a creature if we find one. Doesn't seem worth an exile, so I'm just going to pass. Chill for a creature. Alright, sure thing. That's not scary. That's all they're hitting off for Coco. I'm pretty happy. Well, they get the Helliod, but and they can give lifelink, but they can't combo me here, I don't think. And this is going to cost 4 mana to activate instead of 2 as well. Opponent's left with 1 card in hand, so this is pretty much all they've got. Two green mana, gain 2 life. Okay. So they just gain 2 life off of that and deal with the same amount of damage to me. I mean, that's fine as well. Oh, and then they get extra counters because hardened scales and this thing. Okay, well that's kind of scary. That's a creature. Do I need to exile Spike Feeder? So they can remove infinite counters and get 2. So they can remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can remove 3 counters. And when they remove 3 counters, they get 3 counters. So this will be attacking for 9. I think the safest line is probably deal with Spike Feeder here. Play Scout next turn. I could deal with Helliod, but Helliod's not attacking me for damage. Now we get attacked for 4, and then we get our creature out with some effects. And then we can start racing. Another Spike Feeder, sounds about right. Make Spike Feeder bigger, sure. Alright, make the other thing bigger. Yikes. So, yeah, probably should have got rid of Helliod there. Alright. So we go to 1. So if we draw Path to Exile, we're still in it. And then we can go Scout plus Hyena Umbra Chump Block. Yeah, alright. I punted and exiled the wrong target. I mean, I'm pretty sure they top decked the Spike Feeder anyway, but certainly seems like a punt from me, so that's going to be it for this one. Alright, so yeah, we lose, and I mean, Melta 5 and not much luck there. Not much luck there at all. Damn, that was a rough league, I'll tell you that much. We versed a few wacky decks and things. We still have not versed an Ensnaring Bridge deck. We've played 10 matches now, and we haven't versed an Ensnaring Bridge deck in one of them. So, Oblivion Stone, I think it's okay. I think I'm happy leaving that one in there as the one-off. Just because it can hit those other permanents as well. It can hit planeswalkers, can hit creatures, can hit it all really. It costs 3 mana, so as far as the Chalice on 1, Chalice on 2 thing is concerned. We'll still be able to cast the Oblivion Ring through it. Yep. Like, I think that was a bit of an unlucky league today. I still think the deck's pretty solid, pretty strong. And yeah, just keep grinding with it, and I'm sure the matches will turn around and we'll get a lot more wins than what we did today. So yeah, I'll wrap this one up there. I'd like to thank you all once again for watching. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like or a comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for daily Bogles content. Don't forget to ring that bell for notifications every time a new video goes live. Thank you once more, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.